Max Holloway, Paddy, Pimblett, and Gable Steveson have officially been fined for jumping out of the octagon to celebrate their wins at UFC 329. The Nevada Athletic Commission fined all three fighters $2,500 after previously withholding their fight purses following the event. The commission says the rule was put in place after the infamous UFC 229 brawl, when Khabib jumped out of the cage and went after members of Conor McGregor's team. Officials acknowledged that these celebrations are obviously different, but said they still can't allow fighters to jump into the crowd because of a potential safety risk. All three fighters have now paid their fines, their purses have been released, and they won't face any additional punishment. Frank Mir's daughter Bella Mir came up short on Dana White's Contender Series last night, despite entering as a massive -6,000 favorite against Alex Apodaca. Mir ultimately lost by unanimous decision in a major upset, and afterwards, Bella's mother took a shot at Apodaca in the comments of her post-fight interview. She wrote, "Best day of her life. Suck it up, baby girl." She followed up with, "I love Jet Eye that's popping out for my daughter f***ing you up. The stars were aligned for you tonight, baby girl." She continued, "You lucked out tonight. The judges were obviously in your favor. Celebrate a win that you didn't earn." She ended it off saying, "I'm sure Dana will be firing some judges tonight." Dana White also reacted to the upset, admitting that he was extremely biased heading into the fight because of how close he is with Bella and the Mir family.
I mean, I was extremely biased coming into tonight. I've been close to her for over 4 years. 4 years ago, she came to me and wanted to sort of map out her future. I'm the one that talked her into going to college, and waiting, get a wrestling background in college, do some great things there, and then come here and, you guys all heard what her goals were over the next several years. And again, like I said out there, Bisping absolutely nailed it and said, the difference in this fight is deep water. Bella's never been there, and Alex has.
Do you feel like the odds makers did Bella sort of treated her unfairly in making her such a heavy favorite when she is so inexperienced?
Well, I don't think that anybody on this show is. I mean, we've talked about this many times. I said, if you're a sports bettor, this is the greatest show in the world. You literally spread a couple grand across all the that fight right there would have paid for your whole year of gambling. Nobody in this sport is that big of an underdog, ever.
She is young enough to come back, and she's obviously a very driven young woman, so she will be back. Do you think, based on tonight, and maybe it's a little bit too early to say, is she too small for bantamweight?
Well, like Bisping said, she didn't have deep water experience, and now she does. She didn't fold, she didn't get stopped, she didn't quit. This is all part of the game.
Meanwhile, looking at Alex,
to come in and just go undefeated, and it's very hard to do in the sport. That's why when it's done, it's like when we always talk about John Jones. He's undefeated, and when you think about the killers that John Jones fought when he was a young guy in this sport, and there's more than just his physical attributes. There's the mental, and the first fight with Gustafsson when he got his deep water experience, how he reacted to that and overcame it. I mean, these are all things that are part of this game.
Movsar Evloev posts new footage working on his boxing ahead of his featherweight title fight against Alexander Volkanovski at UFC 333. Evloev was hitting pads with Dyah Davis, a former professional boxer and longtime coach at American Top Team, who has also worked extensively with Dustin Poirier. Fans were still quick to criticize Evloev's striking, with many saying Volk is levels ahead of him on the feet. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Merab Dvalishvili has responded to Islam Makhachev after their recent back and forth over the Russian flag. Islam previously called out Merab for his reaction to the flag after his fight, saying, "Yes, I did see his reaction. I saw a video of him watching my fight and he didn't seem happy to see me succeed in the octagon, but I don't pay attention to things like that. He had already said some things about it a lot of times, but Piotr Yan beat him and raised the flag afterwards." I think he'll beat him again and make him silent. Merab posted a video in response to Islam and clarified that he has no issue with Russian people and that his problem is specifically with the country's politics.
What's up, guys? I just saw Islam Makhachev's video about how I was reacting while watching his fight against Ian Gary. After that, I want to make a couple of things clear.
Bro, I think Islam was supposed to win this fight, but of course Islam Makhachev's wrestling fight experience is much better. I like Ian Gary, and then I also like Islam Makhachev. I think Islam Makhachev is one of the nicest guys.
I like Islam Makhachev. I think he's a great and humble champion. I respect all the hard work he's putting into the career, and I have nothing but respect for him. Respect and respect your hard work too. I congratulated Islam after the fight. I also congratulated him on my social media.
Nice. Islam and Shavkat will be a great fight. Islam will kill Morales, Islam will kill him.
But when I saw his team bring the Russian flag into the octagon, I was upset.
I thought they're not allowed to have a flag there, bro. They don't let me use the flag.
And the reason I react that way is because, first, during all 5 of my UFC title fights, I was never allowed to bring my Georgian and American flag into the cage.
This flag is banned everywhere in the world.
I also want to make one thing very clear. I don't hate Russian people. I hate Russian politics and Russian government. My problem is with the government and its action, not with ordinary Russian people. This is very personal. Russia occupies around of 20% of Georgia, and there has been history of war, occupation, suffering against my Georgian people. Russia has also been responsible for terrible violence in Chechnya, and they are still killing people in Ukraine. Russian media is always asking me provocative questions, but they will never translate this video honestly or show what I'm actually saying, because of it doesn't fit their narrative they want to create. Reality is Russian government is dictator and corruption. There is no freedom of speech, and if you protest anything in Russia, you go to jail. This is the facts.
We all know the Khabib and Islam, they are from Dagestan, Movsar, Evloev from Ingushetia. All different countries. They are Muslim people, they have own culture, own tradition. So I'm not gonna say occupied, but yeah, somehow the Russia take over those countries and they have to represent Russia.
And for me, people of the Caucasus, Dagestan, Chechnya, Ingushetia, and other parts of region have their own identities, cultures, history. I respect people of the Caucasus.
Dagestan, he's Caucasian, and we are friends, and they have people like Georgia, So I said he's from Dagestan, but he just represents the Russian flag. I understand, but Islam say no, we are part of the Russia. So I understand, It's
so again, this was never about Islam personally.
Tyson Fury admits that he finds grappling and MMA boring and prefers when fighters keep the fight standing and trade.
I don't know. I don't know anything about MMA. And I only find MMA exciting when they stand up and punch each other in the face. When they're on the floor wrestling, no good to me. I don't like it.
What do you think about the fact that MMA fighters have started switching to boxing and fighting top boxers? For example, Ilia Topuria. He wants to come to the boxing gym right now.
I think if they're popular and they're famous, then they can cross over into any other fight sport because it's about popularity.
Conor McGregor pulled up to a grocery store on crutches and started handing out cans of his energy drink to random shoppers.
Have a drink of that and tell me what happens to you, bro. Have a drink of that and tell me what happens. What's up, folks? It's the Mac Daddy and the Cavalry. Let's go, Pavilions. Got Mac Energy in the house. Grab a Mac Energy. Look, there's a Mac Energy in the house, please. Go ahead. Pick a flavour. That's going on. See here, and the Pavilions, bro. You got your Mac Energy, bro. Oh, man. Yes, God. That's the world's first and only cellular energy drink. How much pain can we take and keep it moving? That's the secret to conquering life. Cheers to the working man. The real hero. God bless you all in there. God bless us all. That's hand-to-hand combat. They're Mac Energy people now. They felt it. And they know it's real, it's not bluster. That's it. On we go, baby.
Dana White claims that one fighter who came through the Contender Series has made over $11 million during their UFC career, despite never fighting for a world title. Dana didn't reveal who the fighter is, but many fans believe he's referring to Kevin Holland.
One of the guys, when I told you guys last week that, this show has paid fighters that have come off at like $225 million over the last 10 years. And one of the guys that never fought for a world title, has made over $11 million. So staying active and keeping yourself out there and in everybody's face is not only good financially, but you know, you have a very limited amount of time to make a lot of money.
Song Yadong believes beating Umar Nurmagomedov this weekend at UFC Shanghai will earn him a bantamweight title shot.
Family by my country, you know, since 8 years, so I'm super ready for this fight, super excited for this fight. Yeah. After 1 week, my last fight, so UFC called me to fight Umar. I say yes because this is big opportunity for me. So win this fight, I will get the title shot. So I feel good. I feel in shape. You know, keep training. Yeah.
Umar Nurmagomedov believes Petr Yan beating Merab Dvalishvili again at UFC 333 could pave the way for his own rematch with Merab. Umar suffered the only loss of his career against Merab at UFC 311, losing by unanimous decision. He's since won 2 straight and believes the pieces could fall into place for him to get another shot at Merab if Yan wins the trilogy.
I'm expecting maybe Petr gonna beat him again, and maybe they will try to do revanche with me and Merab. Maybe it's gonna happen like that. Anyways, I'm gonna be ready. I will train. I will fight with anybody.
Nina Drama revealed that she once told Dana White about a stalker who had been harassing her every day. According to Nina, Dana immediately contacted counterterrorism police, who identified the man and had placed him on a no-fly list to prevent him from getting to Vegas.
That number got leaked on the internet, and then I got a stalker. And then the stalker was crazy. He was out of his mind. He wouldn't stop harassing me. And he was sending me like cartel beheadings and all this kind of stuff. And so I told Dana. And Dana was like, hold on, babe, 1 minute, right? And then 2 seconds later, I had counterterrorism call me, and then they showed up at my house. And then they took all my information, and by the next morning, they found my stalker.
Damn.
And they put him on a no-fly list so that you can never come to Vegas.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was he pulling up to your crib?
He was like, I know where you live, and then he was saying like I love what you did to your house, like I love your Christmas decoration.
Rampage Jackson choked out Adrien Broner's friend and pro boxer Bang within seconds.
Y'all can't do nothing. How you go and left hook me on your fucking back?
Wait.
Y'all boxers think y'all the best on the planet. Really?
No.
Y'all can't fucking hurt me. I'm a werewolf and try my best not to kill all 3 of y'all. I can kill with my bare hand.
Don't touch me. Keep your hands to your motherfucking side.
Bomb! No.
Man, what the f is you doing? You trying to tell me for real?
I got many ways to destroy y'all niggas.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I wasn't about to jump him.
I wasn't about to touch him.
We ain't got no guns, man.
Hey, I apologize.
I didn't put you to sleep. That was charity.
And that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one says, Charles Oliveira has a face designed by the Batman animated series from the early 90s. The second one's in reference to Tyron Woodley saying that Khamzat Chimaev would be an easy matchup for him in RAF. It's from Nikola Tesla EE. It says Tyron Woodley is living that delusional life. And the final one's in reference to the altercation between Terrence McKinney and Adrien Broner. It's from Garnet15. It says AB needs a smack from someone so he can just settle down for a bit. If you want to be featured in our next video, all you have to do is drop a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching.